Now let us come to the life cycle pattern of nematode. There are two life cycle pattern. The first one is direct and the second one is indirect. And in case of indirect life cycle pattern, there is involvement of intermediate host is there. But in case of direct life cycle pattern, there is no intermediate host. In direct life cycle pattern, there are two possible conditions. The first condition is egg development and hatching will take place outside the host, that is in the environment. After hatching of the egg, it will lead to the liberation of larvae, and those larvae will molt to produce infective larvae. Generally in nematodes, the L3 stage larva is the infective, but in case of ascarid, L2 is the infective. And these infective larvae enter the host by two ways. The first way is either through ingestion or through the penetration of the skin. Those, for example, of those larvae which enter the host by ingestion are Strongylidae family, and those larvae which enter the host by penetration of the skin are Ankylostomum. And the second condition in the direct life cycle pattern of nematodes is in which only development of the egg will take place in the environment, but the egg will hatch after the ingestion of the embryonated egg by the host. In the above condition, both development and hatching of the egg takes place in the environment, but in this condition only the development of egg will take place, that is unembryonated egg to the embryonated egg, then the embryonated egg get ingested by the definite host, then inside the definite host the egg will hatch to produce larva. For example of such type of life cycle is observed in case of ascarids. Now let us come to the indirect life cycle pattern. The first possible condition is egg hatch outside the host to liberate larva. Then these larvae are taken by the intermediate host, and within the intermediate host the larva will molt to become infective stage. The intermediate host containing infective larva is eaten by the final host. By this way there is the infection of the final host is going to happen. For example of this type of life cycle is seen in Habronema species. In this case, egg hatch outside the host and it will liberate the larva. These larvae are eaten by the intermediate host. Then inside the intermediate host, these larvae will molt to form infective stage larva inside the intermediate host. These intermediate hosts are taken up by the final host, thereby there is infection to the final host is happen. For example of such type of life cycle is Habronema. Now, and in another condition, egg will hatch only after the ingestion by the intermediate host. Then infection spread to the final host by ingesting the intermediate host. For example of such type of life cycle is Sphaerocerca lupi. Here in this life cycle, only after ingestion by the intermediate host the egg is going to hatch. But in the above case, egg will hatch outside the host, that is in the environment the egg will hatch. But in this case, egg will hatch only after the ingested by the intermediate host. Then those intermediate host which is having the egg of the nematodes are taken by the final host. Then the infection goes to the final host. Such type of life cycle is seen in Sphaerocerca lupi. Now, another mode of life cycle is there in the indirect life cycle, that is viviparous nematodes, which mean in the host the adult female nematode will give birth to the larva directly without laying the eggs, and these larvae will migrate into the body and reach the circulatory system. And whenever blood sucking intermediate host such as mosquitoes will come and suck the blood of the host containing the infective stage larvae, then the infection goes to the intermediate host. Then these blood sucking intermediate host containing infective larvae will transmit the infection to the definite host. Such type of life cycle is seen in Setaria digitata, in which the adult female nematode will not lay eggs, but it will give birth to the immature larvae. These larvae will migrate inside the host and they will enter the circulatory system. These larvae are taken up by the blood-sucking intermediate host such as mosquitoes, and inside the mosquitoes those larvae will become infective, and these mosquitoes containing infective larvae will spread the infection to the definite host. Such type of life cycle is seen in Setaria digitata.